Okay, go ahead.
Like the size of seeds, once upon a time, we were small. We emerged from the soil when we heard the call. If we are not who we were, then who are we? And so the descent began. Come on, we know this story. It was in a cave, and it was cold, so we grew a flame, and it made the shadows rise on the wall. The elders had begun to forget. A disease spread amongst them, taking away their memories, ancestral lines getting ruptured. Impostors were perched like feathered serpents, and the sun got closer until the river was in jeopardy. Then the women started to get sick in their breasts, in their bones, and the neighbor's wife too. It's in the water, we feared. It's in the wheat. It's because of the bugs. And so we sprayed. And our boys couldn't sit still. And the girls started to bleed sooner. And the men disappeared into buildings. Some kept people out. Some kept people in. Then they tried to dam the water. But you cannot own the rain. And we almost mistook the signs for the end times, but really, it was just the beginning. The flame asked, "What is the value of your soul? In what currency are your offerings?" Our response came thunderous and clear. Things were gonna change around here. The future rose up and beckoned us with a kiss. The flame had to remind us that we were born for this, that it's in the blood. That's how we arrived. The inheritance of our ancestors, making love to survive. Then we had to leave the cave, so we went to the river to bathe, and we watched as the water washed away the dead skin of our skeleton woman. The threshold was crossed. We took a narrow path to an unmarked gate until we entered through the eye of a needle. Then the three paths emerged: the dream, the nightmare, and then the mediocrity. And then a voice whispered, "There's really only two. The mediocrity is just a slow path to the nightmare." And we got humbled and surrendered. And then did it all again. Had to put on our big girl britches and the perfect shade of red. And then just when we let in way more love than we ever thought we could, the hawk flew by and commanded, "What personal entitlement do you need to thaw? Where is the constriction? That's where the blood needs to go. Where we'll apply the poultice. Where we will place the remedy, but where it will sting the most. Come on, fire. Burn." It's where the where is, where the beyond begins to reside. It's where we discover who we are on the other side. We closed our eyes and opened our hearts until the poets reunited, stringing together one letter at a time and sending it forth into the future so the words could be put together and sung. And when the women crossed the line, the condor returned from extinction, flying high in the sky, blessing us. "Remember," the lady said, "there are no bad dancers." So we marched And we rallied, we gathered, and we prayed. Oh, how we began to pray again, like we ain't never prayed before. We get stronger by getting softer, whispered the flame. And in fullness and dominion, we chanted through the Badlands. In fullness and dominion, we roared. See, we may not have been here before, but we know the way because we have seen into the unseen and purged it out all over the bathroom floor while mommy holds our hair back in the middle of the night. So we bring our eagle wing to circle and we declare how this is going to go down. It's going to be elegant and we're going to take turns. We've got strong bones for this work, said the shaman mama. We stir a mighty brew. She brought the soup, and he brought the spoon. They brought the fire, and she brought the moon. I brought the children, and you brought the drum. He brought the thunder, and she brought the sun. He built the temple, and she brought the grace. You brought the leather, and I brought the lace, and we stirred. We stirred that pot until the assemblage points moved. Well, what did our mothers tell us? Do we think they were playing? 'Cause it ain't our first time at the rodeo. I'm just saying. Now, magnanimously, we must shine, for we are made of stardust. And that's called authority, because there are billions of us. So let the shamanic games begin, for we are not who we were. Neither is he, nor she. For the flame is asking us, what kind of ancestors will we be?